Cause I'm just going to pray. The disbeliever's going to hate. Habibi, I'm just going to shake. Shake it off.
Hey, Muhammad, I have to say, because if I don't, I'm afraid that you'll kill me, that I've really been enjoying our adventures together. What are we going to learn about today?
Well, shake it off. Our last adventure was a bit of a long one. I think I need a break. Besides, I've had a busy day, and actually need to get going now if I'm going to have sex with all 9 of my wives tonight, and sneak in a single bath before sunrise. I was actually thinking today you could go to the library and study some Islamic sources with your friend Mo. That guy claims to have been a Muslim for over 30 years, but doesn't seem to know anything about me or any of my teachings. Seeing as you are progressing in your studies, you two may benefit from learning together.
I can hardly contain my excitement.
Hey Mo, hey Itoff, it's been a while. How are you guys?
Ted, long time no see. We've been well. Itoff has actually converted to Islam and is now a proud Muslim.
Oh wow, Itoff, is that true?
Hi, Ted. I wouldn't go as far as to say proud, but yes, the rumors are true. I am now a Muslim and I, reluctantly, go by the name Sheikh Itoff. How have you been anyway, Ted? Are you still a Christian?
I've been very well, thank you. And yes, I am still a Christian. I actually came here for a Bible study session.
Boys, how are we all?
Good, thanks, Arthur. How are you?
Not bad. I just came to get my copy of the book The God Delusion signed by Richard Dawkins. Apparently he's doing a 1-hour signing session here soon.
Are you sure you didn't come for Bible study, Arthur? We all know you're a closet Christian.
Ted, there's more chance of you getting your Bible signed by Richard Dawkins than me attending your Bible study. Ha 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 ha. But all jokes aside, I overheard that Itoff is now a Muslim. I have always been interested in understanding what the difference is between Muhammad and Jesus. I don't believe in God, but I think you can learn a lot about a religion by finding out about its central figure. Aren't they both just prophets who taught and did similar things? Itoff, Mo, why don't you tell me a bit more about Muhammad?
Hey, Arthur, I actually, reluctantly, go by Shake It Off now. We just need some time to gather our references. Why don't you go first, Ted, and tell Arthur about Jesus?
Okay, guys, let me give you a quick rundown on Jesus. Jesus was a man who was born of a virgin, condemned judgment of others, promoted behaving in a humble manner, commanded his followers to love their enemies and pray for those that persecute them, as well as love their neighbors as they love themselves. Demanded that nobody corrupt children in a way that would cause them to sin. Told his followers to do unto others as they would have them do to you. Would resist temptation. Refused to stone a sinful woman and also discouraged others from doing this. Preached practicing forgiveness of others given nobody is perfect. Cast out demons. Performed countless miracles such as healing a blind man, healing a leper, healing a woman who had suffered bleeding for 12 years, healing a paralytic, walking on water, calming a storm, feeding 5,000 people from only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish, raising a girl from the dead and raising a man from the dead. Would not retaliate even when being falsely accused, and also prevented his followers from retaliation at his arrest. Predicted his death multiple times, prayed for the forgiveness of those killing him. Made sure his mother would be looked after when he died. Forgave a sinner while dying on the cross. Resurrected and appeared to more than 500 people, and will eventually judge the entire world.
Look, I haven't found a compelling argument for the existence of God. But if for argument's sake, I grant all of that is true, the person of Jesus does seem like a pretty amazing guy. Shake it off. Mo, why don't you guys tell me a bit about Muhammad?
Hey, Arthur, I think I'll leave this one for Mo. He's been a Muslim for over 30 years, and I really haven't been studying all that long.
Ha ha ha. Well, actually, interesting story. This is the first time I've opened the Quran, let alone any of these other books. I I can't honestly say I know too much about the historical Muhammad. I'll leave this one to you. Shake it off.
Okay, Arthur. So far, what I've learnt about Muhammad, the greatest man in history, is that he was a man who was convinced at one point he was possessed by a demon, tried repeatedly to commit suicide, admittedly delivered revelations from the devil, complained to be the victim of a magic spell which gave him delusional thoughts and false beliefs, would rob people, would assassinate people for criticizing his religion, beheaded hundreds of Jews, ordered his followers to execute anyone who leaves his religion, commanded his followers to violently subjugate the entire world, tortured people for money, bought, sold, owned and traded black African slaves, called Ethiopians raisin heads, claimed that Satan looks like a black man, had sex with a prepubescent 9-year-old girl, had at least 9 wives at one time, even though the Quran only allows 4, would have sex with all 9 of these wives in one night and then take only 1 bath afterwards, told his followers to dip flies in their tea as one wing has a disease and the other the cure. If his followers got sick, would instruct them to drink camel urine to cure their ailments. Married the divorced wife of his own adopted son after causing the divorce by lusting after her. Had sex with his slave girls, got caught having sex with one of his slave girls, Maria, in the bed of his wife, Hafsa, promised to stop but got a revelation from Allah saying he could keep going. Allowed his followers to rape their female captives while their husbands were still alive. Took the most beautiful captives for himself. Told his followers to beat their wives if they feared rebellion from them, even allowing them to beat them so badly their skin turned green. Declared women are deficient in mind, and their testimony is only half as reliable as a man's. Promoted idolatry by kissing a big black rock called the Black Stone and bowing down to a big cube called the Kaaba. Repeated stories based on forgeries and claimed they were revelations from Allah. Saw a baby girl crawling on the floor and said when she grows up he would marry her. Bearing in mind his definition of grown up was 6, the age his wife Aisha was when they got married. Oh, and that he often had semen all over his clothes, which he would then get his 9-year-old child bride to scrape off. He would then head off to the mosque for prayer with water spots still visible. Arthur? Ted? Where are you guys?
It's getting late. Shake it off. I think it's time I headed home now, too.
If you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you would like to see more videos like these, please also consider supporting me through Patreon.
Islam.